Hello everybody, welcome to our YogaPod, live Facebook classes. So this is going to be an Ashtanga practice. Generally, the Ashtanga series, the primary series, this practice in general is, it's very formulated, very intentionally organized for very, very specific reasons. One of those reasons is that as you learn the practice over a period of time, your level of competency starts to increase, and as your competency increases, your ability to do more and more advanced postures becomes possible. However, today I'm feeling a little bit, I'm feeling a little bit, like I need to move a lot, like I need to work super duper hard. Now the Ashtanga primary series is already by itself a difficult practice, but today I thought maybe what we do is we throw in a bunch of arm stands, handstands, inversions, and some stuff like that. Now, if you aren't necessarily at that point in your practice, then I recommend just doing what's appropriate for you, and that should be maybe something like going through the normal series. I'll try to cue both so that if you are interested in the handstands, then you can go ahead and work with those. There's going to be a lot of them, just so you know. And at the same time, if you are interested in just keeping it nice and nice and even with the way that you would normally practice, I don't want to take that away from you at all. I was just thinking it's kind of snowy out here today, and it seems kind of cold. Things have been feeling kind of heavy, so let's make it a little light. Sound good? All right, so go ahead and come to seated into maybe a seated Vajrasana posture for just a couple of moments, and we will get ready to go. So just a seated meditation for a couple of moments. And always finding the breath. The staging for this thing is always so interesting. And then go ahead and open up the eyes and take your, I don't have my bricks with me, but if you have a brick handy, I want to make sure that we warm up our wrists adequately. And so if you have a brick handy, or you have something that you can place your forearm on, go ahead and take your forearm, place it onto the mat or onto the brick or whatever surface it is, and then just start to roll it out. We want to find no movement in the forearm, so we want to make sure that those two bones aren't necessarily moving very much. It's easy if we're up here to make that movement, even if we are using either hand. So place it in there nice and strong, and then extend and curl, extend and curl, extend and curl. Couple of times, just building some heat in the joint. Roll out the joint a little bit, and then taking your elbow of your left arm and push down the length of your forearm. So working some space in there, finding those muscles and kind of massaging them out. And then you can switch over to the other side. Feel that pressing length into the forearm. In the Ashtanga series, you do eventually make it to handstands become a part of the practice. Oftentimes when it's taught, it'd be taught after the back bends. Other people have different ways of going and doing it. So again, immobilize the wrist so that only the wrist is moving. The joints, getting blood into all the corners and quadrants of the joint. And then extending and curling. At the same time with handstands, they're kind of one of those postures that we feel, in a sense, that measure how our practice is developing in yoga in general. And so we feel that we can really find our strength, or maybe more of a barometer of how strong we're getting when we can work on some of these other advanced postures. They're also really good at building heat and strength. So with that in mind, then take your elbow, run the length of your forearm. So you're really getting some movement, blood, energy finding its way. Switching over to the other part of the forearm. Use your elbow a little bit if you'd like. And then from there, go ahead and release that. And then from here, let's take some cat-cows. So inhaling, heart forward. Exhale, pulling in. Activate through the core. Inhale. This time as you inhale, rock forward into the hands. Lift your booty back a little bit. As you exhale, pulling in. Inhale up onto the fingertips. Make them strong. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale one more time. Bring weight into the hands. Shift it forward. Exhale, curl it in. Maybe rotate your hands back a little bit so that the fingertips are pointing back towards your knees. Maybe pedal it out as if you were a kitten. And by kitten, I mean any age cat. My cats, they tend to do this when we're trying to sleep. So all cats do it even when they get older. Just finding some movement there. And then from here, let's find a down dog. So curl the toes, lift the hips to the sky. Pedal out the legs for a moment. And then go ahead and step to the front of the mat. Come up to stand. Struggling with the camera angle today. Sorry about that, everybody. Alright, let's go ahead and do our invocation. So, call, we'll do it together, beginning and ending with an Om. So, take a deep breath, inhaling. Vande Gurunam Chardanaravinde Sandar Shita Svatma Sukha Vabode Nishreyase Jangalikaya Mane Samsara Hala Hala Moha Shantiae Abahu Purushakaram Shan Kachikara Sedarinam Sahasra Shirsam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjalim. And Samastihitihi, front of the mat. Surya Namaskar, arms come up. Press the palms, look up at the thumbs, reach out of the waist. Then as you exhale, folding forward, keep the chin off the chest until the very last thing, coiling, gaze off the nose. Inhale, lifting, heart forward. As you exhale, step back or float back, low push-up pose, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, up dog, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog, hips to the sky. 5 breaths in your downward facing dog. 1. 2. 3. 4. One more inhale. Press the breath all the way out. Bend the knees, look forward. Floater step. Inhale, lift chin from chest. Exhale, fold deeply forward. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, arms to the side. Samastihiti. Ekam, inhale. Arms come up, reach up. And then Dvaya, exhale, fold. Bend your knees as you need to. Try to bring your palms flat. Inhale, lift chin from chest. Shift weight into the hands. Then as you exhale, step. Float back, Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. And then down dog. Exhale, hips to the sky. So a lot of core strength in our handstanding variations of postures. Every pose actually has that element of core strength, so we'll just add a little bit of work here. So step forward about a third of the way, and about 3 times shift weight into the hands and try to drag your toes forward. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale up onto the toes, shift way out in front of the wrist, push into the floor, drag your toes. Exhale, bring it back. One more time, up on the toes, drag your body forward, squeeze. Exhale, bring it back, step forward, another third of the way. Up on the toes, weight in the hands, pull the legs up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, up onto the hands, push into the floor, charge your arms, squeeze. Exhale, bring it back. One more time, up onto the hands, push into the floor, squeeze. Exhale, bring it back. And then one more time. So really working with your core. Push your hands into the floor. Inhale, up onto your toes, shift weight into the hands, squeeze the knees in. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, again, squeezing in, push into the floor with your hands. Exhale, bring it back. Last one. Inhale, up onto the hands, up onto the toes, way up onto the toes, squeeze. Exhale, release down. Inhale, lift up the chest forward. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rise up to the top. Press the palms. Exhale, arms to the side, Samastihiti. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward, hands down. Inhale, weight into the hands, up onto the toes. Lift your chin off your chest. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog, lift the heart skyward. Exhale, hips to the sky. Breathing. Three. 4. Finish out the exhale, pressing the breath out. And step or float forward. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold deep. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms to the side, Samastihiti. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, lift the chin. If you'd like to, shift weight forward. Find a crow pose for that. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, look at your nose. And down dog, hips to the sky. And breathing. Press back through the heels, but then feel energy return up the legs towards your inner thighs. So you want to feel kind of a pressing down from the outsides of the hips, which will cause a little curling of the tailbone down. Then from the insides of your ankles, lifting the inner thighs up towards the ceiling. So when you float forward, if you'd like to, float into that little bit of a ball tuck if you're working on that action. So pressing the breath out, look forward, bend the knees, find that tuck. So float up, and then release feet down. Inhale, lift chin. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to the top. Exhale, arms to the side. One more time, arms up. Exhale, folding. Maybe you work that handstand tuck, or maybe Bakasana. Lift the feet up, inhale, heart forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Then a down dog. So we're getting ready to go through our Warrior 1 Sun Salutation B. And so we're going to be doing a lot of jumping up off of one leg. And so right here, let's just get used to the idea. Lift your left leg up towards the sky. Keep your right leg rooted. Left inner thighs lifting straight up so the hip doesn't open up to the side. Let it lift straight up. And then come forward into almost like you're in a plank pose. Lift the left leg high. Bend the right leg. And then 2 or 3 times popping up towards handstand. So give it 2 or 3 goes. And then switching sides. So left heel down, right leg up, make sure it goes straight up. Shift weight forward into the hands 3 times. Lifting. 1. 2. Third one. And 3. Back to down dog. Take a deep breath in your down dog. Press the breath all the way out. Step or float forward. Again, tucking if you're into it. Feet down. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms to the side. Variation Surya Namaskar. Sit deep, Utkatasana. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Hands down. Inhale, lift chin up. Shift weight into the hands. Jump up. Inhale. Exhale the chaturanga. Up dog. Lift the heart. Down dog. Lift the hips to the sky. Left foot's flat. Right leg forward. Warrior 1. Inhale. Rising up. Exhale. Hands down. Step back into plank pose or left leg comes up. Inhale towards handstand. Exhale. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right foot's flat. Left foot forward. Inhale. Coming up. Exhale, hands down, step back into plank pose or right leg comes up. Inhale, lift up, and then exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. About 5 breaths. Hug muscle to bone, joints, squeezing muscles around the joints so you can start to really heat up the joint. Same thing with the knees, hips, arms, fingers. Every joint, finding muscular engagement. 4. Finish out this exhale. Bend the knees, look forward. Float forward or step to the front. Inhale, lift chin up off chest. Exhale, fold deep. Utkatasana. Arms up. Reach to the sky. Exhale, Samastitihi. Again, inhale. Press into the floor, lift the heart up, Utkatasana. Exhale, Dvay, fold forward. Inhale, Bakasana or tuck. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog. And then down dog. Right foot forward, Warrior 1. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands down. Move through your variation of the flow. Lift up, Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog, the left foot steps forward. Inhale, uncoil, rise up. Exhale, hands down. Find your vinyasa, lift up. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. One. 2, 3, 4, inhale. Finish out the exhale, look forward, front of the mat, lift up. Inhale halfway, exhale fold, press your hands down. Inhale, Utkatasana, arms up. And exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, Utkatasana. Sit deep, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, Uttanasana, hands down. Inhale, lift chin up off chest. Shift weight forward, Bakasana or float up. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog, pausing here. So if you want to float forward into your Warrior 1, lift up your left foot. We're still stepping with our right leg, so you could just step into Warrior 1 the normal way, or lift up the left foot and bend the right leg and prepare to float forward into a right leg lunge. Back heel comes down for Warrior 1. So bend the right leg, look in between your thumbs. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, press into the floor, float up. And then knee comes in. Back foot down. Inhale, Warrior 1. Exhale, transitioning. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, low push up. Up dog. Down dog. This time you can float your left leg forward so right leg comes up. Inhaling, float up. Exhale, knee draws in. Back foot flat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Shift weight forward if you'd like, or step back. Lift up. Bend your elbows and chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish the exhale. And 5 forward. Lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Arms up, inhale. And exhale, samastihiti. Again, inhaling. Arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, Trini, lift chest. Shift weight forward. Float back, chaturanga. Lift up. Up dog. And then down dog. Right leg forward for your lunge. Left leg can come up. Inhale. And then exhale. Pull the knee in. Warrior 1. Arms up. Exhale. Hands down. Shift your weight forward. Lift up. Up dog. Down dog. And then right leg can come up. Or you step forward. Inhale. Float up. Exhale. Hug the knee in. Warrior 1, arms up, hands down, lean forward, lift up, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Having fun yet? Maybe child's pose if you need. 2, 3, 4, last breath. Finish the exhale. Look forward, float forward or step. Inhale, lift chin up off chest. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, arms up, inhale. Exhale, samastihiti. 1 more. Ekam, inhale, Utkatasana. Dve, exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift chin up off chest. Shift weight forward, Lalasana. Lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right foot for warrior 1. Your transition. Lift up. Foot comes down. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale. Hands down. This time maybe you just float and switch out your legs. So hands down. Left leg up. Inhale. Lift up. Go through a vinyasa. You can float back. If you can hold it, and switch out your legs, bringing left foot down. Otherwise, finding your way to your warrior 1. Arms up, inhale, exhale, hands down, step back or lift up, inhale, exhale, chaturanga, up dog, inhaling, down dog, exhaling, breathing. 2, 3, 4. Finish the exhale. And 5 forward. Feet down, inhale, lift heart. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Arms up, inhale. Uttanasana, exhale. Hands to your waist, Padangustasana, feet apart, inhale. Exhale, folding, big toes. Lift your heart forward, lengthen inner thighs back, outside edge of the hips back. Bend your knees as you need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift chin up. As you exhale, Padahastasana, a little massage for the wrists. Lift the heart forward, open it up. Exhale, elbows wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, Inhale, lift chin. Exhale, hands to the waist. Come up on your inhale. Exhale, feet together, Samastihitihi. Udita Trikonasana, right foot steps back, rotate towards the back of the mat. As you exhale, extend right arm long, bringing your hand to your big toe. Reach your left arm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale up, rotate both feet. As you exhale, extending left hand to big toe. Hand can be also to the inside. Charge your legs, strong through your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, coming up, left arm's long, revolved variation. Exhale, left hand down to the outside, right arm up, spin the heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Look down, inhale, windmill, bring it up, right arm's long. This time as you exhale, extending forward, right hand down, left arm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down. Inhale, windmill up. Exhale, Samastihitihi. So from here, I want to move into a little bit more handstand opportunity, but I want to move from down dog. So arms up, inhale. Exhale, folding. Inhale, lift chin up off the chest. Exhale, chaturanga or step back into down dog. Moving through your flow. And then taking your right leg, even though we wouldn't do this normally, lift up the right leg and then bring knee to nose. Coil forward, come up onto your back toes. Really bring it forward and then step forward. Bring your back outer heel down to the floor. Coil, tailbone under. Lift the left arm. Open it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Look down to the floor. Bring your hands down to the floor. Keep your right knee up into your chest. So a stag handstand. So one leg's up, the other leg's up into your chest. So bring your weight forward. Keep the knee up into the chest. Hands down. Lift your back leg up. And then float up. Lift up. Squeeze the right knee into the chest. And hold. 1, 2, 3. Use your core. 4, and then 5, vinyasa. Find the lift, hips to the sky. Left leg lifted up just for some length. Exhale, lunge, back heel down, coil the tailbone under, right arm lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Hand down. So stag handstand. Shift weight forward into your left. Weight into the hands up onto your left toes. Maybe 2 or 3 pops up. And then hold as long as you can. Lift up. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Chaturanga. Up dog. And then down dog. Hips high. Let's create some space in our lower back. Right leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Lunge. Bring your back knee down to the floor. We want to really feel that coiling of the lower back. Left arm comes up. Inhale. As you exhale, coil your lower back down. Draw in. Wrap the body in tight. Elbow towards your left, right hip here. And then let the hand come down. And then maybe right arm up, maybe hands stay in prayer pose for a moment. And maybe you extend your back leg or bring your heel down. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Look down. Bring your hands down. So another opportunity for that same stag handstand. Bring the knee into the chest. Inhale, up onto your toes, lift up, holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left leg can come up. Step to lunge, back knee down. And then come on up. Root the tailbone. Right arm comes up just for some space. Root the tailbone, coil in, drop your thumb, hand towards your hip, elbow towards your hip. Hands can come to Namaskar if you need to. Press length into your back leg if you're ready for it. Hand flat if you're able. Left arm long. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Hand down. Shift weight forward into your hands. Same thing, second set of that stack handstand. So up onto your left toes. 3, 2 or 3 efforts. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Chaturanga. Up dog. And then down dog. And then Prasarita Padottanasana. Float to the front. Lift chin from chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands to the sides. Bring your hands to the waist. Step the right foot back to the outside. As you exhale, fold forward. Grab your big toes. Peace sign, fingers, thumbs. So I'm going to organize myself a little bit different here. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. You can do the second part with your hands at your hips, or if you'd like to work a tripod headstand, then bring hands down to the floor, head down to the floor, lift your legs up, inhale. Since it's 5 breaths, take this as an opportunity. Pipe down halfway, toes might touch, lift them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Exhale, feet come back down. Inhale, lift the heart forward, hands to waist, come up. Exhaling, arms out wide, drop your hands back, interlace the fingers, little fingers move apart. Inhale, exhale, fold. Look off the nose. 2, charge your legs. 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands right back to the waist. Inhale, lift the heart up, lean back a little bit if you'd like. Exhale, fold. Grab your big toes this time, peace sign, fingers, thumbs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, hands to the waist. Inhale, come up. And then exhale to the front of the mat. Samastitihi. Parshvattanasana. Take your arms back, drop your thumbs down, palms together behind your heart. Step the right foot back. Rotate towards the back of the room. Extra breath here. So roll the collarbones open, lift the heart. Exhale, chin towards your front shin. 1, bend the knee a little if you need to. 2, 3, 4, 5. Up on your inhale. Exhale, open, rotate. Inhale again. Lift the heart, little extra inhale. As you exhale, fold forward, chin toward your front shin. Press your heart forward. Lengthen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the front. Samastitihi. Hands come to the waist. Titasta Parangustasana, hand and big toe pose. So keeping your elbows back, reach your left leg into the floor. Reach down, find your front of the knee or your foot. Inhale, right leg forward, and exhale, fold in. 1. So you can have the knee. If you have the knee, hug it up. 2, lean into it. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, open. If you have the big toe, really push through the foot. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, lift the leg. Lift your heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Release the foot down to the floor. Left leg comes up. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze in. Again, knee is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, open. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, forward. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, stand up. Float the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Release your foot down to the floor. And then from here, Ardha Baddha Padangusthasana, bow and lotus fold. Really good for opening up the hips. Mindful of your knees, your joints. Right foot up to the hip crease. Let the calf muscle rotate forward a little bit. Right arm up, reach back for your toes. Then maybe the left arm up and fold forward, or just fold forward. One or both hands down to the floor. Leaning into the hands a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, release the foot down to the floor. Left side. Leg comes up to the hip crease if it'll go. Left arm reaches. And exhale, fold forward as you're able, as you like. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look up. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, releasing. So front of the mat. Arms up, inhale, and reach to the sky. Exhale, fold, hands down. Lift your heart up. As you exhale, float back your step. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Utkatasana, forward. Legs down. Reach your arms up. Weight to the heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Hands flat. So handstand or crow pose, as you'd like. If you're going to work your handstand, maybe both legs into the chest. So pop up with both legs rather than just one, doing the split handstand or the splits first. So hug the knees in, lift up. Maybe your legs extend. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Right foot steps forward for warrior 1. 1. So about 5 years ago, my daughter came up with a posture she calls warrior 5. We'll do warrior 5 in one moment. Exhale. Open up warrior 2, a little bit different. 1, 2. So warrior 5 is warrior 1 on your hands. 4 and 5. Arms up, inhale, hands down. And so warrior 1, left leg is going to stick way back behind you. Right leg's going to stay inward more. Press your arms heavy into the floor. Lift up. Leg back. Right leg in that lunge position. Squeeze the knee in. Reaching. 4. And then 5. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot forward. Deep lunge. Back heel flat. Warrior one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Warrior 2, open up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms up. Exhale. So warrior 5 position. Hands down. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. And then find your way to your seated posture. Float through, sit down, Dandasana. Legs are strong. Walk your tushy back as you need. Lift your heart up. Draw your chin in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, release forward. Find your big toes. Inhale, lift the heart. Try not to curl in, but lengthen out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, thumb to big toe knuckle. Peel the feet back. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, folding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, chin towards your chest. Purvottanasana. Obviously, modifying the sequence. Lift your hips up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Hips come down. Cross your shins. Lift up or lean forward. Float forward, and then back chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog. Exhale. And then from here, Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. Float forward. Set down. Left leg straight out in front. So I'm squaring through my hips. So I'm squared out over the front leg. Take your right heel up to the hip crease. Mindful of your knee. You have two. You need them both, right? So take your right arm back. Reach for your foot. Left arm comes up. Inhale. Exhale. Fold forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Vinyasa. Lift up. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Low push-up pose. Up dog. And then down dog. Float forward, set down. So this time, right leg straight out in front. Bring your left heel up to the hip crease. I modify because of a hip issue. All right. And then right hand comes, or sorry, left hand back towards toes. Right arm up. Reach for the side of the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Look up. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Vinyasa. Lift up. Chaturanga Dandasana, as you'd like. Up dog, down dog. Tiranga Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. So I'm gonna switch directions, but you just float forward. Left leg only, right heel beside you. So left leg forward, right heel back. Inhaling, and then as you exhale, float forward. Maybe you grab a wrist, get a nice stretch in your wrist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale. So pause here. If you'd like to take Ekapada Bakasana, so one-legged crow pose, do so first by bringing your left knee up towards your armpit. So that's where your armpit is going to go, is right on top of the knee. So from there, shift forward, weight into your hands, come up onto your knee, hug your heel towards your right, lift the right leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Up dog, Down dog. This time, floating your right leg forward, left heel's beside you. So again, I switch directions so you can see what's going on with me. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, folding. Extend out over the front leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring your knee towards your chest, right armpit right on top of it. Your heel's going to move towards the left side a little bit as you move into the posture. Shift weight forward. Inhale, come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Up dog on inhale. Down dog as you exhale. Jani Shirshasana. Float forward, sit down. And then here, left leg straight out in front. Right big toe knuckle pressing towards the earth. Reach forward. Find your front foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. From here, inhale, come up. Let's take a break on the wrist by simply lifting. Release down. Then bringing left heel in, right leg straight out in front. Reach forward, find your front foot, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Find your vinyasa this time. Inhale up. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Mirichiyasana A. Float forward, sit down. And so I'm going to angle a little bit here. So left leg straight out in front of you. Right knees hugged in. Find your half sit, half squat. Take your right arm, reach up, reach forward, drop your thumb, root it down, reach back with your other hand, find your other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, come up. So I'm going to kind of bring my knee over my shoulder. So this is Ekapada Kundalini Asana. So what I want to do is I'll bring your knee over your shoulder. You can always start here. So we're just turning this into more of a transition. So with the right leg, find that extension first. Make sure you have that. And then from here, lift up your left leg and float. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Then from here, left ankle behind your right wrist. Lean forward, lift up your back leg. Ekapada Kundalini Asana. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale, and down dog. Exhale. Second side. Float through, sit down. This time, left knee's drawn in, right leg's out, left arm comes up. Reach forward, find your bind. Sometimes binding your hand stays on the floor. Sometimes you bring it back. And 1. So really bring weight into your left foot. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. So take your shoulder underneath. You can backpack the leg if you need. And then left leg comes up. So spontaneous core work. Second set, it's not so spontaneous, or second side. So lean forward, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. From there, right ankle behind left wrist. Lean forward, left leg up, right leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Seated. Legs out. All right. And then from here, let's go into Mirichiyasana C. So bring right knee up towards your armpit. And then take your left arm this time. reach it up towards the sky. Left thumb drops down towards your hip. If you're able, reach your left hand back for that full bind, or just hold hand to hip and twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Look forward, inhale, exhale. So if you'd like to, you can take and backpack the right leg, bring it up, and then in one fluid motion, see how fluid it is, lift up the left leg, lift up, pull the leg back. Sticky mat sometimes a liability, right? And then float back, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left side, seated. And then bringing your knee in to the outside of the chest. Then from here, left hand back, right arm up, inhale, reach, drop the thumb, bow it in, curling the tailbone under, left inner leg forward, and twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Look forward, inhale, exhale. So again, transitioning as you like. Take your leg over as you choose. Look up, lift up the right leg, and then drag it back. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog, and then from here, float forward and sit down. Boat pose. Legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Cross your ankles, lean forward. Maybe you just lift up here, but then bring it right back down. So 3 or 4 options over the next 4 more boat poses. So you could take crow pose, elbows to the inside and hold for 5 breaths. Next option, tripod headstand. As you do tripod headstand, think back of the neck is long, head comes down. Instead of forehead, create traction, pulling length into the back of the neck, lift the legs up towards tripod headstand. One nice advantage is you can float back and through, or just bring your knees through, right? Next option would be a handstand. 4, and then 5. Bring your knees into your chest, curl in, legs up, boat pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So choose your own adventure here. I'm going to do tripod again, head down, lifting up the legs. Maybe you take it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Knees in, legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Cross. Find your variation. Again, lifting up. Maybe it's time for your handstand. From there, maybe one leg, maybe both legs, lift you up. Bring your feet together. Remember, we're in the core strengthening here. So once you're up there, focus on engaging through the core. 3, 4, and then 5. Knees come in, back to boat pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Again, invert your posture. So maybe you take your handstand, maybe you take a supine crow pose. So go for it when you're ready. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Last boat pose. Squeeze it. Legs up. 1. This time we take it to chaturanga. 2, 3. After the handstand. 4, and then 5. Pick your variation. I'm going to do tripod. Hands down. Lift up the hips. Lift up the legs. 1, and then 2, 3, 4. Wherever you're at, find chaturanga. Pike down halfway, bend your elbows, float back, up dog, down dog. Then flip forward and sit down. And then taking Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, or Upavishta Konasana, legs out. So, okay, taking a symmetrical posture here before we move into our cool down. All those other postures have that asymmetrical aspect of it. Want to make sure that we build balance. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Inhale, look up. Exhale, curling in. Lower back domes. Lift up the legs. If you had Baddha Konasana, lift up the legs, big toes. Let your head come back. 1, 2, 3. So I like the backwards roll here. 4, and then 5. Curling in, roll to your back, toes touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Up onto your hips again. Exhale, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, slowly, heels come down. Sometimes slow is relative term. Take your vinyasa, lean weight forward, lift up. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Setu Bandhasana, bridge posture. So, several variations. If you know the variation that you're going to do today, go for it. Otherwise, Charlie Chaplin-ize the feet, right? Then slowly lay down. So, a couple options. You can take fish pose variation. Take bridge pose variation, lifting the hips. You can take the full variation up onto the top of the head. Arms can come back. Opposite shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Head comes back down. Hands by your ears. Rock back towards your shoulder. Chakrasana or prep pose. Roll forward. Hands plant. Move through your flow. Up dog. Down dog. Seated. And then Setu Bandha, Sarvangasana, bridge shoulder stand, or full wheel pose if you're up for it at this point. All right, press your feet into the floor. Lift your hips up. As you lift your hips up, walk your shoulders underneath. Interlace the fingers. Maybe press your palms tight. If that's comfortable for you, maybe slide up to the top of the head. Press your hands into the floor. Lift your hips up. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Come all the way down, or just down to the head. Prepare for number 2. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Coming down. One more time on this first part. Lift up, reach, arms long. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Come all the way down to the floor. Relax for a moment. So 2 more sets for those of you who practiced with me in the past. 9 breaths each for the last 2. Now, because we're having extra arm balancey day, if you'd like to take a handstand, forearm scorpion, handstand scorpion, that might be a good opportunity to do that here. You can also take bridge pose, or if you're good for it, you maybe just take supported bridge posture. So up to you. Hands on the floor if you're working on your handstand scorpion or forearm scorpion, and then go for it. Prepare, not too much instruction here. Look forward a little bit instead of straight down. Lifting up. 1, so 9 breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Releasing. Take a little break. And then one more time. So probably last handstandy thing here. So prepare, and then begin as you're ready. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Releasing. If you're on your arms, maybe child's pose. If you're on your back, windshield wiper the legs. A couple times to both sides. And then from there, we'll find our vinyasa. If you're on your arms, just press forward to plank pose. If you're on your back, rock and roll a couple times. Chakrasana or Chakrasana prep. Up dog. Down dog. Paschimottanasana. Float forward. Set down. So finishing postures here. Reach forward. Find your other wrist out in front. If you're able, you can also interlace your fingers. Grab the sides of the feet. Bend your knees, or maybe grab opposite elbows underneath your legs and press some length into the legs. Be gentle here. We're unwinding the compression from the back bends here, not going for a world record in forward folding. So keep that in mind. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, slowly lay on your back. Doggy Mudra. Breathe into your lower back. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. From that position, Viparita Karani, legs can go straight up, candlestick posture, or you can take shoulder stand. So legs coming up. From there, you can take candlestick posture or press up into shoulder stand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Toes to the floor. Halasana. Interlace your fingers. Wrists pressed towards the earth. 1. Try to keep the weight in the shoulders, not in the neck. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knees. Karnipidasana. Arm or ear pressure pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straighten the legs up here a little bit. But then work on the next 2 variations. So legs work towards straight. Walk your elbows under. Lift your left leg up maybe, then the right leg. You can take lotus pose. Bring right heel up to the hip crease. Then take your left leg up across as well. Or take half lotus pose or Baddha Konasana. Keep the weight in the shoulders, not in the neck. Then bringing right hand and left hand to the legs and push up with your arms as you push your legs down against your hands. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. From there, Pindasana, squeeze your legs towards the outsides of the ears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fish pose. You can stay in lotus pose if you like, or release your lotus pose. Lower back comes down to the floor. Lift your chest up. Let your head draw back. Supported fish pose. Head down. Elbows stay under. Cup your glutes or your hamstrings. Dragging the back of the skull forward a little bit so it creates length in the neck. 2. Hands can be flat as well. 3, 4, and then 5. Legs up. Press the palms. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lay flat. Hands by your ears. We'll move through the vinyasa back to seated. So roll back and forward. Cross your ankles. Look back or step. Up dog. Down dog. Baddha Padmasana, float through, set down. And then taking lotus posture, Padmasana. Bring your right knee in, open it up to the side, heel up to the hip crease. Left leg can then come up to the thigh, or keeping your foot on the floor for half lotus. All right, you can also take just simple Sukhasana. If you have your full lotus, left hand comes back, reach for toes. Right hand comes back, reach for toes. Or just grab opposite elbows. Inhale here, exhale, lean forward. You maybe forehead to the floor, maybe chin to the floor. Folding forward. Broaden the chest by rolling the shoulders back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come up, releasing your wrists onto your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, Utplahiti breathing, about 10 breaths. Wrap your triceps in, squeeze in, push your hands into the floor, lift up. 1, 2, 3, third eye gaze. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Vinyasa. Crossing your hands out in front, lean forward, float the feet back, unfolding if you're in lotus pose. Moving all the way to the front of the mat, standing. Up dog, and down dog. Float your feet forward. Inhale, lift chin up off chest. Exhale, folding. And then reverse swan dive, rise up to the top. Hands to heart center. Let's go and do our closing mantra before our savasana. Deep breath. Inhaling. Swasti prajabhya pare palayantam nayena margena mahim maheshaha gobrahmanebhya shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. One more vinyasa to Shavasana. Ekam inhale. Dve exhale. Trini inhale. Chatwari exhale. Chaturanga. Puncture. Inhale, lift the heart. Chat exhale, lift the hips, float through, sit down. And slowly lay onto your back. Resting pose. Settle in. least 5 minutes here. Let you know that's time. I like the analogy of our yoga practice, especially our asana practice. What we're doing is we're taking our body, it's like a snow globe, and we're shaking it up, shaking it right, left, up, down, and all of the snow's flowing around. It's like this charged energy is moving around. Sometimes that energy is kind of anxious energy. Sometimes it's energy that kind of comes from frustration and doubt. Sometimes it's excited energy. There's something thrilling in life, or maybe it's just something that is really got you emotionally charged. As we work through our yoga practice, we kind of shake all that stuff up, and then we let the energy go that's not useful to us, and then everything else we let settle. Let it settle into the spine, into the back of the body. As we're laying in our shavasana, we're simply allowing the sensation of that settling snow to rest towards the earth. Observing the sensation of the calming of the nervous system. Choose to, please stay here for a while. I do recommend it. 9 minutes, 10 minutes isn't too long for shavasana. Depending on what the day is, start first by deepening the breath. Mindfully starting to wake up the body with movement, starting with fingertips and toes. And then the hips, lift your pubic bone forward towards your toes, reach your arms up above your head, early morning stretch, and then rest. One more time, reach body long. Exhaling. Draw your knees in towards your chest, roll over to your side. Right side's traditional, left side's almost the same. Just the opposite. Straight on your lower arm. Seated facing forward. So as always, it's really an honor to be with you. here this morning. Hope you enjoyed the practice today. Remember that even Ashtanga, even though sometimes it's a very serious, contemplative, and internal gazing practice, focus more on modifying our mind state and our behavior than often some other practices might be focused. It still has the capacity to be free and also to be fun. So remember that. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's go ahead and finish up with 3 ohms. Deep breath. About you. Namaste.